The Quebec Liberal leadership race heading into its final stretch, voting happening from June 9th to 14th. You can look at some polling and say, hey, maybe Pablo Rodriguez is the front runner. But you know what? The outcome is far from certain. And some say an anybody but Pablo movement that's brewing could lead to a significant shift. And one of the names in that conversation is Karl Blackburn, former head of the Quebec Employers Council and a late but serious contender in this race. Blackburn has pitched himself as a candidate who can reconnect with voters beyond Montreal and rebuild the Liberal brand across the province. We've asked him, just like the other candidates, to bring us his boldest ideas. So what would Quebec look like under Karl Blackburn? It's our pleasure to welcome Karl Blackburn to CJD. Mr. Blackburn, bienvenue à l'émission.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much.
So like I said, we want to stay away from cliches. We want big, bold ideas. So what is that bold idea, maybe the top of mind bold idea that you're bringing to the Quebec Liberal leadership race?
Economy. Everything is about economy. We need to have a strong economy to be able to reconnect with our health system and our education system. And for me, without a stronger economy, nothing is possible. This is why I represent strongly a vision based on our economy. And of course, if the Liberal Party of Quebec want to be, again, a government, we need to reconnect with Francophone and regions. And like I said, I am from Saguenay-Lac-Saint-Jean. I know well the Liberal Party of Quebec. I know well the members, and the members know me too. Then this is exactly what I propose on this race. And I think personally, with my personal point of view, I think I am the most complete candidate to be able to reach economy and region for the party.
So economy, I get that messaging, right? And that is a theme that we hear a lot. I want the economy to be strong. But how would you do it? Is there something, do you have an idea on how to reshape, redraw the Quebec economy and change how it's been run over the last couple of decades?
Yes. First of all, I will reduce their tax. I will reduce their income tax because actually we are 38, about 40 countries all around the world. Then we are the last of the class. We need to change it. I will reduce tax for the companies. I will reduce also regulation because based on that, just to give you an example, every week, employers need to pass 15 to 20 hours just to fill the bureaucracy request from Quebec government. Then we need to reduce regulation, and based on my experience, based on my capacity to see exactly where we need to cut, I will.
Okay, on the tax front, right? Are you saying cutting personal income taxes and the business taxes? Just the business taxes?
Business taxes. And you know, in that race also, I am the only candidate saying the very important thing for our employers. I need and I will remove the capacity and the possibility to bring more economic immigration here in Quebec to help our businesses to create prosperity, to create things, to create services based on our labor shortage, because it's an important situation here, actually. We still have more than 120,000 jobs available everywhere in every region here in Quebec. We need more workers. We need more support. Based on that, I will increase the possibility to bring economic immigration here in Quebec to support our companies, our enterprise.
How do you reduce corporate taxes when Quebec is looking at a historic dollar sign amount when it comes to the deficit? So how do you balance that out?
First of all, with reducing this tax and income tax, I will create growth and prosperity. Based on that, if we create more products, more prosperity, if we have the possibility to also bring more workers here in Quebec, we will have a stronger economy. Based on that, the stronger economy will have more employees, we're going to pay more taxes, We're going to pay more income tax based on that. And also, we will have the possibility to invest in our infrastructures because we lost confidence to invest in our economy. And I just want to make sure that I will change the economic climate because actually we're not going in the right direction. But also, you're right about your finance question because we don't have a very strong vision actually, and we don't have a very important situation, fiscal situation. We will have to choose. We will have to choose where we are going to invest, which project we're going to support, and based on my vision, it will be a stronger economy. It would be everything about education system and also about our health system.
We're with Karl Blackburn, one of the candidates running for the leadership of the Quebec Liberal Party. I want to talk to you about economic immigration here. Many people would say that the immigration numbers are already too high. I've heard from some of the people you're running against who would like to see a small drop when it comes to immigration. You are not proposing that. So do you have an idea here on how to do immigration in the right way? Because I think we're all thinking about integration and our public services at the same time.
Yes. First of all, Mr. Legault, always divide Quebecers around the immigration system. When I'm talking about increase the economic immigration, I'm always talking about economic immigration. I'm not talking about refugees. I'm not talking about some other kind of immigration. And based on our needs, because every day, for every 10 workers leaving the workforce to be retired, we will have only 9 new workers to entering in this sector. Then we need more workers, and based on that, of course, we need to increase our economic immigration. Also, I am on the same page about the refugees immigration. Actually, in Canada, in Quebec, we represent 20% of the Canada's population. Based on that, it's not normal. We receive nearly 50% of refugees here in Quebec. We should receive 20% of that kind of immigration. Then it means all the other provinces need to do their jobs. And the last thing, when we talk about students, immigration students, we need to allow it again to our Montreal University, Concordia, McGill, Montreal, our CEGEP. We need to make for them more attractivity, more capacity for them to bring here in Quebec the best talent around the world.
Can I ask you?
And I will. Yeah.
I just want to ask you on with that focus on economic immigration and student immigration, are you more open to English-speaking immigrants coming to Quebec than the CIQ has been?
Yes, because we need this kind of immigration. And of course, here in Quebec, everybody will be agree about the fact that in Quebec, the business is in French. But we need also to make it happen for our enterprise, our companies, because when we want to be a leader all around the world, we need to be able to talk to this world and in his own language. The fact here in Quebec, we need to be more attractive, more competitive. And based on that, I'm sure we can do more than what Mr. Legault did on the last 8 years. He only divided Quebecers. And for myself, from my point of view, I want to mobilize every Quebecers beyond a strong vision based on the fact that Quebec, we could and we can be a nation, strong nation, and an influent nation in the world. I believe that strongly.
Mr. Blackburn, before I have to let you go, I want to ask you about healthcare. You did bring it up at one point in our interview, but give our listeners your bold idea to make healthcare better in Quebec.
I will work with doctors. I will work with nurses. I'm not going to confront them. And they have the solution. How can we manage the the health system to be able to give the right services to our population. And my first priority with the health system, I will create in the first mandate more than 60 groupes de médecine familiale because we miss 100 groupes de médecine familiale everywhere in Quebec. I will create more than 60 on the first mandate. I will also upgrade the university medicine faculties because we're missing between 15 and 2,000 doctors in our system. I will make it happen because it's a question of delivered. It's a question of priorities, and I will protect our services, and I will reconnect with Quebecers.
Karl Blackburn, running for the leadership of the Quebec Liberal Party. Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much.
And we'll continue our series with the Quebec Liberal leadership hopefuls on Monday.